The entire length of the Appalachian Trail, 2,200 miles, even though it is a national park, is maintained and kept open entirely by volunteers. So without volunteers there would be no Appalachian Trail. I thru hiked the Appalachian Trail in 1988 and 89, and after that it occurred to me that I lived in Maine. I like to hike. This was a natural thing for me to be able to do some work, and I became a maintainer in 1994, I think it was, and I've had my section since then. The Maine Appalachian Trail Club is responsible for maintaining 267 miles of trail in Maine, of the Appalachian Trail in Maine. That's divided into 5 what we call districts, of about 60 miles a district or so. And I am the overseer of one of those districts. The district is called Whitecap. It's 65 miles long. But volunteerism is a tough thing. You're committed to 2 or 3 trips a year. We expect that. We hope for it. And it's not always the case that people can keep that commitment up for a long period of time. I've done it 21 years now. But, you know, most people's lives change in a period of time and they can't do it anymore. So we take what we can get, and we need help all the time. I was told that once upon a time, and this was before I was an overseer and just a section maintainer with no more than 4 miles to think about, that there was a waiting list for people that wanted to be section maintainers. That you couldn't just walk in and get one. You had to be put on a waiting list. Well, that's not the case anymore. In my own district of 65 miles, I currently have 4 sections between 2 and 4 miles that do not have maintainers. People have resigned, have retired, whatever. As I say, we need people to volunteer to maintain sections to keep the whole trail going. If you were to sign up to be a maintainer for the Maine Appalachian Trail Club, you'd be expected to go out in the springtime as soon as snow is melted down to check your section, and the sections are between 2 and 4 miles long. You'd walk the section to see if there were any obstructions down requiring cutting out blowdowns. If the blowdowns were large enough, you would use or find someone that was certified to use a chainsaw to cut out the trees that have fallen across the trail. After the major trees have been cut out, you'd be expected to go and cut branches that are overhanging the trail or brush alongside of the trail to allow passage of people with backpacks up and down. We also have what we call water bars that our trail crew has built into the trail, kind of check dams on the trail to keep water from running down the steep sections. Those fill up quite often in the fall, and in the spring we ask our maintainers to clear them out of debris, leaves and mud and stuff like that. We also want to check on the condition of the white blazes on your section of trail. If they're getting to the point where they're faded and hard to see, they need to be repainted with fresh paint. And then after every work trip you will give a report to the overseer, in the case of this district that's me, and give me a report on the status of your section of trail. And we ask people to go out once in the spring, at least once or twice more over the summer to keep up with the brushing and to check on trail conditions. People like to make the last trip in the fall. It's a nice time to hike. The colors are out. You meet a lot of thru hikers finishing their hike coming up from the south. It gives you a chance to get out and enjoy stuff. And yeah, if there's growth to be cut, then you can cut it then. Sometimes we've had big storms over the summer, and you've had some trees or limbs come down that you weren't aware of earlier on, and it'd be nice to get those out of the way. But quite a few maintainers like to do a fall walkthrough.